Hello, guys, and welcome to Book Review. I'm your host, Adrian, and in today's episode, I'm going to talk about Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. It was released in some time before 1597. Romeo and Juliet is a tragedy written by William Shakespeare about the romance between two young Italians from feuding families. It was among Shakespeare's most popular plays during this lifetime, and along with Hamlet is one of the most frequently performed. The title characters are regarded as archetypal young lovers. It was a beautiful and sad play. This was one of my favorite, but actually my new favorite one. If you don't like set plays, then this one is not for you. If you miss Shakespeare's plays in English, then read them. Then you must read them, and you must start with this one. Usually belongs to a tradition of tragic romances stretching back to antiquity. The plot is based on an Italian tale written by Matteo Bandello, translated into verse as the tragedial history of Romeo and Juliet by Arthur Brock in 1562, and retold in prose in Palace of Pleasure by William Painter in 1567. Shakespeare drew heavily from both, but expanded the plot by developing a number of supporting characters. Sorry, in particular, Merrio and Paris, believed to have been written between 1591 and 1595. The play was first published in a quarto version in 1597. The text of the first quarto version was of poor quality, however, and later editions corrected the text to conform more closely with Shakespeare's original. Shakespeare's use of poetic dramatic structure, including effects such as switching between comedy and tragedy, creating tensions, the expression of minor characters, and the numerous subplots to embellish the story, has been praised as an early sign of his dramatic skill. The player ascribes different poetic forms to different characters, sometimes changing the form as the character develops. Romeo, for example, grows more adept at the sonnet over the course of the play. And that's all for now. Goodbye.